understand you by and by. We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Hello and welcome to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin.
And I am not Dorothy Dillingham blue.
No,
No, I'm
you're
not. You know, what I mean,
not.
I'm not as beautiful as she is. But I'm Van Eric Marshall of the Van Eric Rock Show and the Veterans Show, among other things. And Brett was nice enough to allow me to be part of La La Land Talk.
Hi, you were nice enough to come on today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that. This is gonna be fun, man. It's been a while since we did this.
Yeah, it's been at least a few months.
And I have
Good
to
stuff.
I have to say that not too many shows get me on camera. I'm always the voice behind the scene, you know. So it's a pleasure. Now that people know who I am, my secret identity has been revealed.
I know. The FBI is going to find you now.
Oh
totally.
man.
Well, I should say,
Go ahead.
thanks for joining us on La La Land. This is the only nationally broadcast show by Los Angeles artists about Los Angeles artists on episode 161.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Damn man.
Dorothy Dillingham Blue is not with us today. She will be back next week.
Cool.
And so I'm flying solo with you, Van Eric. So it's not really flying solo. It's more.
Because the
flying
last
with you.
time we was on the show together, Spike Lee was here.
That's right.
Yes.
Spike Lee.
Shout out to Spike.
Thanks for
Neat.
coming on the show, Spike.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for calling. Yeah, that was cool. I can definitely mark that off my bucket list.
That was a good one.
Yes.
And we got a good one today too.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. Were you want to reveal it or you want to
Yeah.
talk about what's going on in the theater world first?
We'll give people a little tease. Like
Okay.
we'll reveal it and then talk about theater and then.
All right, give them a little hint of what this person does.
Yeah. Well, first we have on the show Mr. Michael Seal is going to be calling in.
Cool.
We're actually calling him technically, but
Yeah.
he is right now at the LA Stage Day, which is the second annual LA Stage Day, which is an event that they do at Cal State Long Beach. A bunch of different theaters and theater-related people come together, set up tables. There's a bazaar. They have classes in different theater things, like a
Wow.
marketing class. They have other different classes during the day. And it's really cool. The last year when I was there, I did the live call-in to you guys.
Get out
Remember
of
where
here.
we had all that?
Yeah. Ah, wow.
This is where we had all that crazy technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think Sheena Metal was our guest that day.
Cool.
But I opted not to do a live call-in this time and just actually get someone who's already there at the event
to do it.
to talk to us. Yes.
Okay, good,
So
man. Good.
Michael Seal from the theater at Boston Court is our reporter in the field today.
All
I
right.
guess you could call him that.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking to him soon.
Cool.
After that, we're going to be talking to the amazing Bianca Giselle.
I know she was up here earlier, did a little sound check and did that opening for La La Land Talk.
Yes.
She over there look at it smiling like now.
I know. She's
Yeah.
not on camera, but we'll
No.
get her on camera soon.
Exactly.
Guys, see that lovely face and hear the lovely voice.
Exactly.
And she actually we're bringing music back to La La Land
I see this.
for the first time in a while. She's
Yeah.
gonna perform a few songs,
Yes.
and
I love a chick on a guitar, man.
who doesn't?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's like total control of her world that she got control of.
I know. She was so professional too. She came in here with like the acoustic. She did her setup. She was done. You were like, "Do you need to tune your guitar?" She's like, "No, it's tuned.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm good.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I'm taken care of."
Look at her. She blushing
Yeah,
and all that now.
I know. We're embarrassing her already, and it's 5 minutes into the show.
Exactly.
What's going on?
Exactly.
So I don't know, some things going on in the theater world. We've got Theater Palisades is about to open Cat on a Hot Tin Roof on June
Okay.
6th.
Wow.
We got that going on. There's a guy staring through the window over there.
I
We got
know.
that going on.
I know. This is reality radio. That's why I love LA Talk. I almost say La Talk.
Law talk. I know.
LA Talk Live, because this is reality radio for your listening pleasure.
Yeah, it is. And I am very pleasured when I'm listening to this show.
Exactly. Exactly.
That sounded weird, but what was I gonna say? Oh, the Theater Palisades, theaterpalisades.com is about to open Cat on the Hot Tin Roof June 6th. We're excited about that. Dorothy has the youth theater show that's opening there. Shrek,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of things going on there.
Exactly.
LA Stage Day. Anything else I need to talk about? Oh, so my episode of Grey's Anatomy
Oh, yeah,
aired
yeah.
on Thursday. That was pretty cool.
Oh man, I missed it.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. It's probably on YouTube by now or something.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I got in 3 scenes and it was very, very quick, and it's a very fast show. I don't know if have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fast. So it's
Yes.
like one scene is 1 minute, the next scene's like 30 seconds, the next scene's like 30 seconds.
Right.
But it was a really good episode. They did a great job, and
So are you able to talk about it now?
yeah, now I
that-
can talk about it. Now I can say whatever I want.
Go ahead. So your character was.
So I was some sort of a federal investigator. Myself and my partner decided that we were top-notch Secret Service, although it doesn't officially say that in the script. We decided that. So we there's what we think is a terrorist bombing, and one of the victims is a young kid.
Right.
And we think that it's him, so we're interrogating him in the hospital room, and it's a really powerful scene.
I love my job, man. Now when
Right?
I do see, I'll be like, I know him.
I know that guy.
I got his phone number.
Yes, you can totally see the back of my head. It's amazing. It's totally amazing.
It's totally amazing.
So thanks to Grey's Anatomy, and I hope to come back in season 11. And
Cool.
I had a great time. Really professional set.
That's great.
Good
That's
guys
great,
over there.
man. Well, you're a good guy, man. You
I,
deserve it.
I can't even watch these episodes. It was really hard to watch that episode. It's weird to see yourself on TV.
And that's
Like, I don't know if people know this, but I've never seen an episode of. Oh no, like maybe once or twice I've seen, but outside of that, I've never seen an episode of La La Land because I just can't. I'll sit there and criticize myself the whole time.
And that's probably why everybody who's in that line of business do not do it. I don't think not too many people. Everybody says that.
Yeah.
I won't watch myself.
I don't think Johnny Depp has ever seen one of his movies. I think I heard Meryl Streep doesn't watch them either.
Yeah. So
It's interesting. I don't know. It's too easy to be critical. But it was cool. It was. I got through it.
Okay.
They were short scenes, so I was able to get through it.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Any other news?
Just keep on watching La La Land, guys. By Los Angeles artists, about Los Angeles artists, and I wanted to thank you. Any other news? Hint, hint. Let me tell you guys about some of the guests that we have coming up, because we have what's shaping up to be a hell of a summer coming up. We're gonna have Rick Worthy next week, who was my scene partner in that Grey's Anatomy episode. He's a really experienced, talented actor. He's been doing it for years and years and years. So he's gonna come in. He's gonna talk about his career.
Right.
Talk a little bit about Grey's Anatomy, what he's got going on.
Cool, man. You're gonna do a little parody of your little scene.
We could do that. We would have to have Dorothy play Meredith Grey though, because there's her in that scene too.
Okay.
We have the biographer, and the only person to have ever written a biography on Stella Adler, Sheena Ochea, coming in.
Cool.
She's going to talk to us about her book that just came out on Stella Adler. I can't believe that she's the only person that's ever written a biography on her, but apparently it just came out, and it's awesome.
There you go.
We just booked from the Cabrillo Music Theater, Mr. Louis Wogenfeld, the executive director over there.
Wow.
Cabrillo Theater is like this huge 1,900 seat theater in Thousand Oaks. They've been around forever. They do musicals mostly, and they're fantastic.
Wow.
So,
wow.
we get
That's
to talk
good,
to
man.
him.
There you go.
There's a lot of guests coming up. I can't even list them all.
But don't let them. That's enough.
Yeah.
You
Just
know.
give people a little tease, a little
Yeah,
taste.
exactly. So if you heard that, now if you want to see these people and more, stay tuned
That's
for
right.
La La Land Talk
You
on
can
LA.
find us on Facebook. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go
Only
ahead.
on LA Talk Live.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
And
all
you
right.
can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, Twitter at twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. You can send us an email at lalalandtalk@gmail.com. And
Cool.
keep watching La La Land Talk.
Cool, man.
Yeah. We want to take a quick break, and we'll come back with Michael Seal on the phone.
All right, no problemo.
Cool. We'll be back with Michael Seal reporting live from LA Stage Day at Cal State University, Los Angeles, right here on La La Land with Brett and Van Eric today.
There you go. And I'm not Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
I know. I almost said with Brett and Dorothy, but I caught myself on LA Talk Live.
There you go. We'll be right back.
So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And I will always love you. Will always love you. You, my darling, you. Bittersweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye. Please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need. And I will always love you. I will always love I hope life treats you kind, and I hope you have all you dreamed of, and I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. And I will always love you.
y'all. I'm Shaquem Williams, and I'm the host of The Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live. We broadcast to the world every Friday at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Live music, live performances. We're just live. Chef Momo, Life MC, Diana, and once again, your host, Shaquem Williams. So come join us every Friday here at LA Talk Live, the world-leading broadcasting internet radio station. The Shock Factor. The Shock Factor. Come join us on The Shock Factor.
This is Brett Chapin.
And this is Dorothy Dillingham Blue, inviting you to join us every Saturday at noon Pacific Standard Time for our show, La La Land Talk.
Join us as we talk with some of the top talent in LA. Artists' untold stories, your phone calls, and live on-location broadcasts have made La La Land one of the best sources in LA for everything entertainment.
So don't forget to tune in to La La Land Talk.
Exclusively on latalklive.com.
You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com.
Saturdays at noon Pacific Time. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, Twitter, twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live.
And we are more than just talk. I think we've got a Shakespeare monologue or two we could do. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
Kickball change.
Good
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
I'll do some Pippin.
Ooh, yeah. Some miming. I'm in a box. I'm in a box. I'm in a box.
My clothes ain't all fancy, and my car ain't brand new, but there is joy in my house.
Hello, I'm Joel Ramirez
And I'm Lolita Robinson Coppage, and welcome to Joy in My House
on LATalkLive.com. Inspirational radio,
with a touch of recovery.
a reality show where nothing is left unsaid,
And no one is insignificant who says it.
exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV.
Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, this is John McClure Jr., aka Simply John, and I would like to invite you to join us on GospelRhythms.com every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our show GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio. Join us as we celebrate Christians around the world in all genres of entertainment, as well as highlight interest stories on men and women who are making a difference and impacting their community. So don't forget to tune in to GospelRhythms.com on LA Talk Live. And we're more than just talk. Remember, it's a heaven's party here on earth. So live life. Love God.
Yet our best trained, best educated, best equipped, best prepared troops refuse to fight. Matter of fact, it's safe to say that they would rather switch than fight.
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin. Van Eric, what do you got going on here with this music? What is that, a speech?
I thought I would spice a little up with Fight the Power.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's all.
It sounded like somebody with a lot of passion in what they had to say. So I was like, it had to be Fight the Power.
Yeah, something about theater, So
Love it.
yes, so I am not on the camera, so I did not go and change all of a sudden. So,
Okay.
All right. So, when people are looking at the show, they see you and the young lady beside you.
You didn't like pull off your mask as soon as
No.
the
So
segment was over?
Yeah, I don't want nobody to say what's going on.
Right. I know. All of a sudden, Dorothy sounds like Van.
Yeah.
What's going on?
now
Weird.
Van don't even look like him. He looks like some girl,
Oh,
man.
man.
Some girl. But
Well, this is who the some girl is. The amazing Bianca Giselle, who's going to be singing for us a little later. Hey,
Yeah.
Bianca.
yeah. So do you want to the other person? You want to?
Yeah, let's call Michael. Let's call Michael Seal here real quick.
Okay. See what happens here.
This is live on the radio. You never know what can happen.
Where's
Exactly.
he at?
He's at LA Stage Day.
Oh, right.
Yes, at Cal State, Los Angeles, right now.
So let's see here.
Need the Jeopardy theme right now.
I know.
While we're
Nope.
waiting.
While we waiting, let's see.
Yeah.
I try again.
While we're waiting on Michael Seal, Bianca, you have a show coming up on Wednesday, right?
I do. I'm so excited about it. I'm playing with the Heartbreak Bandits, which are my singers, amazing singers. We're playing a show at House of Blues in the Voodoo Lounge on the 21st, which is Wednesday, and we go on at 9.
Nice.
I'm really excited. Yeah, it's been a really cool, fun experience working with these new singers and doing this whole new act for me. So it's been great.
That's
Yeah.
great. Is it a nice long set? They've got you like.
Yeah, I think it's 45 minutes or an hour or something like that.
All right,
so
that's a good amount of time.
We're going for a little while there.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it'll be really cool. I'm excited.
And you just had a show.
Yeah,
recently,
we just
right?
played our first show at Room 5 last in April, at the end of April. So, and it went really well, and it was a cool little venue, and yeah, we had a really great response. So
awesome.
So I'm really excited for the next one. So yeah.
Bianca is, I mean, obviously Bianca's lovely and she's talented. You'll see that later. But what we like about Bianca on La La Land is that Bianca has one of the most positive, upbeat attitudes about her work. You're very talented, but you're very unassuming about it. You're not one of these ego people, and that's very cool. Those are the kind of people that I think deserve.
Thanks. That's a really awesome compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, totally true. I feel like I could tell you, Bianca, I just killed 10 people, and you'd be like, okay, I'm driving you to jail.
All right,
But first we're going to stop for ice cream. Right?
Pick your flavor now.
Happen.
It's going to be quick. So,
because I'm not going to see you for a while. But, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
So that's
I don't
good.
know that I would drive. We shouldn't put that out there because maybe they're making me an accomplice.
Maybe
or
you'd just
something.
call the cops on me, and that would be it. But then you'd get me ice cream first, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if you killed 10 people. Maybe if you only killed like 5, I would.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you have your limits.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
10's a little too much. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll remember that. But honestly, I think that the positive, upbeat people with good attitudes are the ones that deserve the most success.
You have to be, right? You have to stay
do have
positive.
to be, but then we've all met those people that are just kind of, nothing's
Well,
ever right for them.
I mean, you also have like your bad days too, where you're like,
Sure.
man, nothing's going my way, and you just feel, down and out about it, and it's hard to stay positive sometimes. That's why I'm actually excited about this. One of the songs I'm performing today, it's called "Smiling Under My Umbrella," and it's just about like, even if all this crazy stuff is happening around you, you still have to find the positive and stay cool and calm and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think especially in an industry like this, with all the rejection that you get, you have to stay positive. Otherwise, you'll never last. I mean, and we've all met those people who are just everything's bad all the time, and nothing ever seems to get better for them. And I think it's because they're putting that negative energy out in the universe.
Yeah, exactly. They're not putting any positive energy out there. So
Yeah.
Totally, I agree.
Not to get like too spiritual on a light
Get
show,
real deep
but
here.
Yeah, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah, no, totally. I totally agree with
So
that.
that's good that you have that attitude, and you already know that ahead of time. I think you're a step ahead of the game.
Yeah.
How are we doing on Michael Seal, Van?
Not too good, man. Is there any way we can have him call us?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, text him or whatever. Tell him
Okay.
call.
Can we cut to a quick break and
do that?
And I'll call him right now.
Yes, we can do that. Let me do this and that and get all that out the way.
All right.
And then we'll come back with something.
We'll be back in like 30 seconds with Michael Seal
There you go.
on La La Land Talk on LA Talk Live.
There you go.
I'm too high, but ain't to the sky. I'm too high, but ain't to the sky. She's a girl in a dream. She sees a four-eyed cartoon monster on the TV screen. She takes another puff and says it's a crazy scene. That red is green. She's a tangerine. I'm
too high, too high.
That was quick. Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. I'm Brett Chapin. And we have Michael Seal calling us. Michael Seal from the Theater at Boston Court is at the LA Stage Day right now at Cal State Los Angeles. Hi, Michael.
Good afternoon. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you. Thanks for taking time. I know you're busy out there today, so thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Yes, it's always good to talk to you, Brett, and be on La La Land. I appreciate that. We're having a good time out here. It's a beautiful day. We finally got rid of some of that heat, and the bazaar started up at noon. We had our first session this morning, which was really, there was two what they called provocateurs that started us out. Olga Gore English, who is the former executive director of the LA City Cultural Affairs Department, and then Sina Sueco, the associate artistic director at Pasadena Playhouse. And they both sort of teased us with what the future of LA theater might look like and what it could look like. And then we had a great opening panel on philanthropy, which, you know, in LA theater is an important part of how we do business here. So it was a fascinating conversation. Good to have.
Sounds fascinating. What did they? As a theater person, I'm curious. What did they say about the future of LA theater? Is the forecast looking good?
Well, it's looking good, and what was really interesting, Olga talked about the makeup of the demographics of Los Angeles. Right now it's a minority-majority city of Latinos, and how in probably 2020 it will actually be a majority of Latinos in Los Angeles. And we should all be really looking at the programming we're doing and inviting that demographic in and helping support them and creating access for that demographic to our theaters, and because that's going to be where a lot of our audience is going to come from and can come from. So that was really interesting. And then Sina really talked about the new science that they're looking at, and there are parts of the brain that really respond to empathy. And the fact that, you know, when you put an audience member in a theater and two actors start talking, your brain gets engaged and you start empathizing with the character. And how that science is, in a relatively new way, is starting to look at how we engage people and get them more engaged in what's happening on the stage. So it was really, they were both short, sweet talks, but they were really fascinating and really thought-provoking. So that was really interesting.
That sounds great.
And yeah. And in the philanthropy panel, Chance McFarland, the CEO of LA Stage, and Yvonne Bell, who heads the development at CTG, co-moderated the panel. And on the panel were Castillo, I'm now going to forget his name. He is actually on the board of CTG, and the board is the Latino Theater Company down at LATC, and Sherry Biller of the Les and Sherry Biller Foundation, who give money. They've gotten the last several years. They started the Best Awards, mid-sized and small theaters in Los Angeles. And then Bill Amundsen, who is with the Amundsen Foundation, and we all know that name, is the Amundsen Theater. His family was instrumental in funding that or beginning of that center downtown. But he serves now on the board of CCG and is the board chair, but they do give a lot of money also into the LA theater community as well. So that was a very fascinating conversation of what they look for, what they hope to see in Los Angeles theater, and talking about ways of expanding. They're always looking at how we do theater, how we engage our audiences, and Bill Amundsen also brought up the fact that we also have to look at how we as a community can begin a joint effort in marketing to get more people into the seats in LA. So,
that is something that a lot of us are interested in, I think.
Yes, it is. Well, it's interesting. as you know, I actually chair the Theatrical Producers League of Los Angeles Intimate section. I also have been co-chair with Trent Steelman of Immersion Theater Company, a relatively new company, with the mid to large size theaters. We co-chair the overall umbrella organization, which is just relatively new in the last month as an umbrella organization. But we're now talking about some conversations that will engage publicists, marketing people within all of our organizations, and those people who are outside of actual theaters, but local theaters, and start the conversation about how we as a community can begin branding and marketing the overall Los Angeles theater scene, which, you know, is a big task, as we all know, because of how we exist here in the ecology of the Los Angeles theater scene. You know, it's so fascinating. People talk about, you know, how well they do it in other cities like Chicago and Seattle, and which they do, but they don't also deal with the huge area that we do in LA. And really, what is, you know, you start talking about not only LA County but the greater Los Angeles area, which is the LA County and the surrounding counties. That, you know, to a lot of other areas in the country, that is actually a complete state, if you will, of an area. So we're sort of, you know, geographically we're divided up, which is a difficult thing to get people, because you're just not marking it to one community, quote unquote. So it's tough. So I'm hoping that the Producers League can come up with some ideas that we can present to the community, and that maybe we can partner with LA Stage Alliance and some of the larger theaters, and just really create something new. And by this time next year, maybe there will be a whole new take on what our audiences are like in LA theater.
That would be great. You know, as somebody that represents a non-union theater, I would love to see the non-union theaters involved as well. You know, just
sure. Definitely. I think we need to brand. I think you're absolutely right. I think that we're going to need to brand the entire theater, but also be able to brand and show people what the different types of theaters are in Los Angeles, so they can also make choices as to what they're going to see within their own little communities, or a larger community to say, you know, say somebody down in the South Bay wants to see something at Theater Palisades, but they just don't know of it because there isn't that overall resource at this point to find it, right? So
it's tough. Yeah.
Fingers crossed that we can make something like that happen.
I think that we can. I think that there's an incredible amount of intelligence in the Producers League right now. And although the process seems to be taking a little longer than expected, I think it's ultimately going to end up being a really good thing.
I do too, and I as well am frustrated in the. I'm frustrated, but I also understand being a part of it, the slowness, the what seems like it's taking forever. But you know, I think that the methodical way that I hope the methodical way we are approaching all of this is that Producers League is actually going to be worth it in the end, because we don't want to rush the judgment on any one thing and something that is actually not thoroughly thought out.
I'd rather see it go a little slower than normal and have it be done right. Yeah, definitely.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Is there still time for people to get down to the Cal State LA if they want to check out the rest of LA Stage Day? You guys go until 5, right?
The next session starts at 12:30, but there's sessions all afternoon, and it doesn't end until 6 o'clock today. So and you can actually register right here. Just go up to the registration desk and tell them you want to be a part of it, and they'll get you hooked in. There's lots of theaters and other arts organizations here that I'm overlooking this authority, because I also see there is people from LA Opera and there's Lawyers for the Arts, as well as I've seen Artists of Play Theater Company and Ipso Facto, and so many theater companies are out here with tables at the bar, and the bar actually goes until 3:30 in the afternoon. So
And
definitely
another
time to come check
great
it out.
thing that I experienced last year with it was all the speeches, the keynote speeches that were done by a lot of different influential theater people in Los Angeles. Those were great and very inspiring. So that's something that people can get be a part of as well.
Yeah, it's great, and I think I'm not sure of the numbers yet here today, but I think they were sitting between 250 and 300 people. So
wow,
and it's always friendly, it's great to work around and see some new faces and to meet new people. So it's good.
And there's
if
free
you got
food,
time,
guys.
get in, listen to LA Talk Radio, and
Don't listen to
on
LA
your
Talk
phone.
Radio. They're horrible. Listen to LA Talk Live.
I'm sorry, LA Talk Live. My apologies.
It's
LA Talk
okay.
Live. But
Giving
do it on
our
your- do it
you're
on
giving
your
our
phone, because
competition a
it'll
plug,
get in your
Michael.
Sorry.
That's okay.
But listen to it on the phone and put your headset in and get in your car and get out here to South Bay LA. It would be great to see everybody out here.
Yes. I had a great time last year. I was disappointed that I wasn't able to make it this year, but guys, check it out. It's the only all theater event I think social event that happens in Los Angeles. I mean, there's award shows and theater events, but this is the only sort of theater convention, you could call it, I guess, for Los Angeles.
Yeah, this is the second year for it, and I think it will continue to happen. There were, almost 10 years ago, they did do a sort of a convention, LA Stage Alliance did, at Cal State, up at Cal Arts, actually. It was a 2-day conference, which was also fascinating. But then, nothing really happened, and actually
Cal
they started
Arts,
it,
it's
and
my
it sort of
alma
came
mater.
out
I'm
of
just gonna throw that in there.
3 years ago. I'm sorry, I'm losing you. Hold on. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. It sort of came out of, LA, the LA theater community hosted the TCG Theater Communications Group, which is the national organization, hosted the national convention here several years ago, and everybody went, this was great. We all got to hang out not only with national groups but ourselves, and we don't get to do that.
Yeah.
I think that's where this sort of blossomed again from, which is great.
It builds on that sense of community that there already is a strong idea of in the theater community. We already have a pretty tight knit community, but this gives us a chance to get together and socialize and build on that community. So I think it's great.
Yeah, I do too. Because I'm a firm believer. The best conversations, the best ideas come from those casual conversations in the hallways at work, and they can come from the casual conversations amongst people here at these kind of events. So it's very exciting.
Absolutely. Well, have fun at LA Stage Day, Michael. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. Always good to talk to you, and thanks for having me on. And as a reminder, Theater Boston Court, Everything You Touch closes tomorrow. There's still a few tickets for tonight at 8 and tomorrow at 2. So everybody, if you don't want to miss this one, it's a really amazing production.
That's the LA Times critics pick, Everything You Touch, isn't it?
It is.
All right.
Is. And and we've got some exciting news coming up about the production in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned.
Go to bostoncourt.com for any information on that. Thanks, Michael.
Yes.
Oh, and you can follow Michael on Twitter at Michael Seal, SEEL.
Yes, please do. Love to have the conversation with you over there.
Yes.
Thanks, Brett. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks, Michael. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye. LA Stage Day at Cal State Los Angeles. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll take a quick break. Do you want to come back with a song? We'll come back in from the commercial with a song.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be singing "Fuck You"?
I'm gonna perfectly articulate it in the song. Fuck you.
Because we could say that on LA Talk Live. That's a Bruno Mars cover, right?
CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
it's
exactly
a good
what
song.
I meant.
It's a fun song.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll be right back with that then.
Sweet.
Quick break on La La Land Talk, LA Talk Live.
She's a girl in her life, but her world's a superficial paradise. She had a chance to make it big more than once or twice, but no dice. She wasn't very nice. They said she's too high, too high. Can't handle.
This is Brett Chapin.
And this is Dorothy Dillingham Blue, inviting you to join us every Saturday at noon Pacific Standard Time for our show, La La Land Talk.
Join us as we talk with some of the top talent in LA. Artists' untold stories, your phone calls, and live on-location broadcasts have made La La Land one of the best sources in LA for everything entertainment.
So don't forget to tune in to La La Land Talk.
Exclusively on latalklive.com.
You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com.
Saturdays at noon Pacific Time. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, Twitter, twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live.
And we are more than just talk. I think we've got a Shakespeare monologue or two we could do. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
Kickball change.
Good
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
I'll do some Pippin.
Ooh, yeah. Some miming. I'm in a box. I'm in a box. I'm in a box.
My clothes ain't all fancy, and my car ain't brand new, but there is joy in my house.
Hello, I'm Joel Ramirez
And I'm Lolita Robinson Coppage, and welcome to Joy in My House
on latalklive.com. Inspirational radio
with a touch of recovery.
A reality show where nothing is left unsaid.
And no one is insignificant who says it.
Exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV.
Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, this is John McClure Jr., aka Simply John, and I would like to invite you to join us on gospelrhythms.com every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our show gospelrhythms.com Talk Live Radio. Join us as we celebrate Christians around the world in all genres of entertainment, as well as highlight interest stories on men and women who are making a difference and impacting their community. So don't forget to tune in to gospelrhythms.com on LA Talk Live. And we're more than just talk. Remember, it's a heaven's party here on earth. So live life. Love God.
Let's see. Up close and personal. Good evening, Marvin. See, you're not half the man you used to be.
Welcome back to La La Land on LA Talk Live. And this is Bianca Giselle. This is live radio, my friends. Should I dance a jig? Should I tell a joke while we're doing this?
This is like hitting me in the face.
Hey, now I can hear you.
Am I good?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I see you driving around town with the guy I love, and I'm like, fuck you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, fuck you, and fuck her too. Said if I was richer, I'd still be with ya. And ain't that some shit? And although there's weight in my chest, I still wish you the best with the fuck you. I'm sorry, I can't afford a Ferrari, but that don't mean I can't get you there. I guess he's an Xbox and I'm bored, sorry, but the way you play your game ain't fair. I pity the fool that falls in love with you. Oh, he's a gold digger, just like no player. Ooh, I got some news for you. Oh, sure, go run and tell your little girlfriend. I see you driving around town with the guy I love, and I'm like, fuck you. Ooh, 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 I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, fuck you and fuck what you said. If I was richer, I'd still be with ya. Now ain't that some shit? And although there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. But the fuck you. Now I know that I had to borrow, begging, stealing, lying, cheating, trying to keep you, trying to please you. But being in love with your ass ain't cheap. Now I pity the fool that falls in love with you. Oh, he's a gold digger, just that you should know, player. Ooh, I got some news for you. Oh, I really hate your ass right now. I see you driving around town with the guy I love, and I'm like, fuck you. Ooh, 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 I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, fuck you when I fuck her too. Said if I was richer, I'd still be with ya. No, ain't that some shit? And although there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. But the fuck you. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. But now since I see you driving around town with the guy I love, and I'm like, fuck you. Ooh, 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 I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, fuck you when I fuck her too. Said if I was richer, I'd still be with ya. Now ain't that some shit? Though there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. With the fuck you.
Yeah. Bianca Giselle on La La Land Talk. Find information about Bianca, biancagiselle.com. That's BiancaGisselle.com. That was awesome, Bianca.
Thank you.
So what's the deal with Bianca? Where are you from? How'd you get involved in music?
Okay, yeah. I'm originally from Orlando, Florida. My parents are actually Puerto Rican, but I was born in Orlando. And I don't know, like according to my mom, I have always been singing. Like even before I was really speaking full words, I was like singing along with the radio and stuff. So I think singing started first, and then clearly that led into songwriting and playing instruments and things like that, and started doing musicals, and then that led to acting. So yeah, a long time music has happened.
Very cool.
Time. Yeah.
Were your family musicians as well? Your mom and dad?
Yeah, so my mom's a singer, and then my dad plays percussion. And I grew up in the church, so they were always involved in, the bands that we had at church and stuff. And I don't know, I just feel like being Puerto Rican, like music is just always around, even if your parents play or don't play, So I think that was always something that was a part of my life. So I think it was like a natural, organic thing that I kind of went in that direction.
Very cool.
So yeah.
I could totally see you. You mentioned you're Puerto Rican. I didn't know that. I could totally see you doing Maria in West Side Story.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a great
oh
role
my
for you.
God, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
I love that show.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So you have a show coming up on Wednesday at the House of Blues, right?
Yes.
9:00.
9:00. Yeah, it's me and the Heartbreak Bandits, which are my amazing singers. I'm like seriously so honored that they agreed to come and perform with me. So yeah, we're doing the songs that I'm playing today is a little like teaser of what we're gonna have for the show on Wednesday. It's in the Voodoo Lounge, which is a really cool nice little venue in there, so it's gonna be really, really fun. And a lot of the music too it's just a really brand new act for me. Like it's the first time I've had singers. Normally it's just like me and my guitar and me in a band.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of a new act for me to have singers, and we have a little bit of choreography in there, which is really fun. And I really wanted the vibe to be very like Smokey and the Miracles. I mean, sort of like Bruno Mars is kind of bringing that back with his band. Raphael Sadiq does that a lot with his shows, where it's just really high energy and a lot of fun. And, it's about getting people moving and grooving and stuff. So a lot of the new music is like that. And it's all new music that's going to be coming out on my Get Back to Love EP, which is hopefully going to be out later this year. We're looking at shooting a music video as well for one of the songs. So yeah, so the show's going to be great to like, continue to show people the new music and the new style that I'm doing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's going to be really fun.
And people can find you on iTunes now, right?
Yes. So I have an EP and I have a few singles on iTunes right now, and Spotify and Amazon and all those other places you can find music. And it's been a really great response with all that music that I've released in the past. So, but at the same time, I'm excited to kind of go in this new direction with music.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And people can just find it on iTunes by doing a search for your name, Bianca Giselle.
Yeah.
BIANCAGISSELLE.
Yes.
And you got a couple other songs. I want to make sure we have time to play both of them.
Okay, great.
So you have Picking Daisies?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a cool little ballad that I do.
Let's hear some Picking Daisies.
Cool.
Bianca Giselle, La La Land Talk.
I guess I'll never know what you meant when you said I'll see you there. Lights dancing on the walls, no one's left. I guess this party's just for me. But don't worry, by this time next year, I'm doing it all over again. I'll hold out my hand forever to see if yours grabs mine. Dancing with the air, pretending you're leading me right. And I'll be picking daisies till you come here tonight. They say I should just give up, and maybe it's true that you'll never show. But what a waste it'd be if we all turned our backs on true love. So you'll know by this time next year, you'll know where you can find me. Yeah, I'll hold out my hand forever to see if yours grabs mine. Dancing with the air, pretending you're leading me right. And I'll be picking daisies till you come here tonight. Oh, and what a waste it'd be if you don't come find me. Yeah, you'll never know how true love could really be. I'll hold out my hand forever to see if yours grabs mine. Dancing with the air, pretending you're leading me right. Oh, I'll hold out my hand forever. I hope that you'll come grab mine. I'll dance with the air, pretending that your hand's on my side. And I'll be picking daisies till you come here tonight.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Bianca Giselle has a show on Wednesday at the House of Blues, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Check it out, biancagiselle.com.
All the cool kids are going.
Yeah, so be one of them. And then you have a voiceover gig that we're not going to talk about.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about it. I just can't say what it is.
I totally understand.
It's going to be like a new kids app that's I guess going to turn into more than that later on down the road. But I'm really excited. I feel like kids voiceover stuff is so much fun. I don't know if you've ever done.
I haven't, but Dorothy, my co-host, does that all the time. Yeah.
It's so fun. I mean, you can just be totally goofy.
I know. I've heard nothing but good things about voiceovers.
Yeah.
And then you have a show at the Fringe called The Cave?
Yeah, so I'm at a folk opera. I think it's making its West Coast premiere, I think. Yep, at the Fringe Festival. It's going to be, our opening night is June 10th. Cool. And then we have, I think, a total of 6 shows thereabouts. Yeah, and it's a great, it's just going to be a really awesome, I don't think there's ever really been anything like that before, doing a folk opera. So it's going to be a really great, fun show that people should definitely come see. We're going to be at the 3 Clubs Lounge for that. So
very cool. Yeah. Information on that at hollywoodfringefestival.org, is it?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I thought it was .com. Google it.
It's probably .com. Yeah, do Google search Hollywood Fringe Festival. It's probably .com.
Yeah.
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 Very cool.
Cool.
Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
It was very cool to have you here.
This was really, really, really fun. Oh, I also wanted to plug real quick. I'm doing a show as well with the guys who created For the Record. It's called Ad Astra Live. They're doing a new show series called Turntable, and that is going to be opening at DBA in July. So that's going to be another really fun show. It's based on the Smashing Pumpkins' Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness record. So
love it.
It's going to be a really fun show.
We're very familiar with the guys at For the Record on this show.
Awesome.
Yeah. It looks like a really fantastic show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show.
Do you want to instead of doing our normal outro music, can we do an outro with Miss Bianca Giselle? Very cool.
Cool.
So guys, thanks for joining us. Next week, we are going to be having a fantastic show. We're going to be having Mr. Rick Worthy, very experienced actor, on the show, along with more music on La La Land from Bonnie Salutikoff, our old friend. I think she might have written us a song for the show, specifically with lyrics about the show. That should be awesome.
Man.
Oh, wow.
Way to show me up. Gosh. Just kidding.
You are a tough act to follow, Miss Giselle. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, Twitter at twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. You can send us an email at lalalandtalk@gmail.com. Dorothy will be back next week. Thank you so much for kind of filling in, Van Eric.
You're welcome, man. I appreciate it. It was fun, man. Always.
Find information on Bianca Giselle at biancagiselle.com, BIANCAGISSELLE. And she's going to take us out with Smiling Under My Umbrella.
Yes.
I'm
it's available on iTunes.
On iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Brett Chapin. This is La La Land Talk on LA Talk Live, and we'll see you at the top.
Raindrops come down on my umbrella. Oh, 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 oh. Hey there, are you a strange fella? Oh, 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 oh. You came and rescued me when that was all I needed. Oh, oh. You came and dried my eyes and held me inside of you. Oh, 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 oh. It's raining cats and dogs around me. Just one little prick and I could lose it. But
ground crumbling below me. There was my rainbow. It's raining cats and dogs around me. This one little prick and I could lose it, but somehow, somehow, somehow I've got to smile, smile, smile. It's raining cats and dogs. This one little prick. Oh, somehow, somehow, somehow I've got to smile, smile under my umbrella.
Just a little girl, skinny legs and pressing curl. My mother always thought I'd be a star. But way before the record deal, the streets that nurtured Lauryn Hill made sure that I